There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team.
First team foul.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Tavares in at the center, locking down the middle. Garuba's shot is off. Bellinelli passes to Hackett. Rob. And they're moving it up. That three off the mark. There's the pick. Clyburn. No good on the three. Here's Deck. Pass to Campazzo. Shot clock at 6. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Fires for 3. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
So it's the visitors now. Here's Musa. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. The second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Here's Campazzo. Jack passes to Musa. Lets the three fly. Here's Garuba. Rebound by Shingelia.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Clyburn. A three-pointer is right on target.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Musa. From downtown, connects from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Campazzo. Knocked away. Here's Garuba. Can't hit from in close. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Bellinelli gets the bucket. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
To the inside. And here's the fast break. Power down with both hands.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Bellinelli. He has 6. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Deck, still without a basket. Tries to the hoop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
Deck at the line for 2.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Bellinelli passes to Shingelli. Launches a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Got that one up quick.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
There's a screen to the left wing. Back to Bellinelli. Three-pointer to the right side. Here's Sangelia. Off target from outside. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. He's got 6. No good with the triple.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Outside, Bellinelli doesn't go that time. Pick off in midair. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sport. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
We've got Courtney, and it's Morgan in at the point.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
We've got Hezonja, and it's Njai in at the 4-man position. And finished off by Hezonja.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
We've got Zizic, and it's Tucker in at the 2. The 3-ball. Pass to Njai. Hezonja with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Tucker. Hezonja's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Tucker can't get it to go. Here's Huey. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Tucker, and Tucker slams it in.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
To the wing on the left. Ibaka for 3. Rebounded by Tucker.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Hezonja with the ball. Out to the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Tucker. Here's... Whoa! I can't believe that!
I just saw.
Oh, my...
Unreal!
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection. That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And now, here's Hazonia, guarded by Tucker. Hazonia, the pass to Ibaka. And Yui kicks to Hazonia. Here's the three. Not going to go that time. Here's Morgan. Good on the three-point shot. Morgan's got 6 in the quarter. Morgan's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. It's deflected. Has to coordinate. Takes it inside. Down low. Zizic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Huey. A three-pointer off the mark. 1:04 left in the first half. Lets it go with the 3. A nice shot by Morgan. Morgan's got 9.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Hazania's shot is off. Well, they can tack on a few more points onto this run.
Yeah, it is starting to become a big one.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Morgan. He's got 9. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Hazonia. It's good from long range. Hazania's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
The 3. Courtney can't get it to go. Courtney's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Njai. And a miss there on the triple. The tray. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Leading by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the home team.
They've controlled the pace.
Thanks for joining us.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. And it's Jack in at the 3. It's the three-point bomb.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Kleiber sinks the triple. He's got 9.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Here's Garuba, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Sinks the three-pointer. Musa's got 9 points.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
They set the screen. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Tavares. Bellinelli is covering. Tavares passes to Campazzo. And he makes that one.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Shoots the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they pick up 2.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Bellinelli with the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting. Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Musa. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Musa. They get it again. Tavares passes to Garuba. And here's the fast break. Here's Sangelia. Off target from three-point range.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Musa. Bellinelli is covering. That bucket in no time at all. Musa's got 11.
Foul.
Musa's gone 4 for 9 from the field. Now here's Bellinelli. Defense right on him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Number 53.
Both shots good from the stripe. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. Here's Musa. Good on the triple. He's got 14.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Puts up a 3. It's blocked. And here we go. Here's Sangelia. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Musa. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Garuba. Lets it go from deep. Bellinelli pulls it in.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
The second effort to the left side wing. Here's Hackett. Buries the long-range jumper.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Bellinelli. Clyburn. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Courtney, and it's Morgan in at the 1 spot.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Hazanya. It's deflected, and he stays with it. Pass to Enja. From outside, off the mark. Here's Courtney. Clark, he just rocked the rim!
Insanity on display right there. Wow!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Courtney. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Courtney's got 5 points in the quarter. And now, here's Hazonia, guarded by Tucker. Fast break, here they come. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
You know, even when you've got a little margin for error, you hate to see this miscommunication resulting in the turnover.
Guys, nothing has really come easy for them today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
Here's Njai, and that one is stuffed right through.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Ibaka for three. Carries it from three-point range.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Morgan. Has to coordinate. Three-pointer. Tucker the pass to Morgan. 6 to shoot. Drills the three-pointer.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
That one goes in.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pulls up on the wing. And that one hits back iron. Now, here is Ibaka. He's guarded closely. Pass to Hazonia. Back to Ibaka. Fires from deep. No good. Shot missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Tucker. Launches it. The shot will not fall. Tucker's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Hazonia. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Morgan. And shot on the way, and that's good for 2.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Fires the 3. That shot off. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the 3. Out left to the wing. Here's Tucker. The rebound by Njai. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analysts. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Bellinelli can't hit. To the paint. Pass to De Silva. Here's the three. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. No good with the triple. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Takes the three. The offensive rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Edwards. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. The three is up. And no good. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And they're on the run. Gets the three to fall.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Shot on the wing. Pass to De Silva. Oh, deflected. Here we go, all alone. Now Edwards. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Shots blocked. The three, and Bellinelli gets it to go. Bellinelli's got 6.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to De Silva, launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. There's the triple. Bellinelli can't hit.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Releases, and the jumper falls for him. He's got 5. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Lets the three fly. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. Bellinelli's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Drains the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Out to the right wing. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 59 seconds left now in the first quarter. That one goes. Count it. And here's Edwards. Out left to the wing. Fires for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
They set a pick. Takes a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Good on the bucket.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Knocks down the long J. He's got 11. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. There's the three. It'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Shot clock at 6. And Tucker pulls it down.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Old team foul. Tucker. First personal foul. First team foul.
The three ball. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Booker can't get it to go.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They set the screen. Jacks up a three. Morgan with the rebound. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Zizic. And he can't get that one. Offensive board.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's Morgan. From behind the arc. No good. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. In transition, here they come. And it's off from three-point range. And they're pushing it up. Checked by Tucker. From deep, 6 on the shot clock. Can't get it to drop. Pass to Zizic. Great look, but off the mark.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
It's deflected. Long range from the inbound. The shot no good.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Fires it. And Booker with the jam.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that, he's sure to give him a spark. This one for 3. Pure from three-point range. He has 6.
Now, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
The 3 is up. Zizic with the rebound. 55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
Outside Booker, three-pointer. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
Tucker with a screen. Here's Morgan. Connects from downtown. Morgan's got 6 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Launches it. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Edwards for 3. Will it go? Doesn't go for him. With 1 on the clock. No good on the shot. And so we wrap up the first half. Up by 15. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Well, I think for the home team, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the home team. That's it for us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. For 3. Offensive rebound. On target from range. 17 points in the game.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The 3. Counted from distance.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Launches a 3. Bellinelli can't hit. If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Off the mark there with a 3. Here we go, 1-on-1. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to De Silva. Back to Edwards. There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. Edwards has got his second basket on the night.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Bellinelli. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
The 3-ball. The shot off that time.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
He takes it in. Oh, misses the dunk. Fires for 3. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. 6 points for him.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Away team foul. Lucic. First personal foul. First team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. 22 points for him. They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
2 minutes.
The three. Unable to get that one. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Hits the trifecta.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
There's the three. That shot missing. Pass to De Silva. Fires the three. Just 5 to shoot. Cash money on the open jump shot. De Silva's got 5 now. They set the pick for 3. Drops in the 3.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Guarded by Edwards. Uncovered. De Silva with the rebound.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
They get it back. And that one is hammered home.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Shot from the wing. The shot misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 16. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And he drives in. This one for 3. He can't hit that time. Here's Bellinelli. Drills it from deep. He's got 25.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. To the middle. It's tipped. And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Here's the 3. Hits the three-pointer.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Here's Tucker. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Outside Napier. On the take. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's Morgan. And the three off target. Beyond the arc. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Zizic with the rebound.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
The quick look, no good that time. And here they come from downtown. Fires the three, sinks the tray.
3 points.
Here's Morgan. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Tucker with a screen. Takes a three. Shot's good by Morgan. Morgan's got 6 here in the quarter.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And Booker with the jam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
The three is up. It doesn't go for him. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Knocks down the triple. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
There's the triple. That shot off the mark. Morgan passes to Tucker. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Napier. To the inside. 11 feet out. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Good on the shot.
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Let's go with a three. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
A deep three. Misses. And so they get the victory here at home. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
A three, traps in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And not the prototype power forward,
but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Edwards looking it over. To the paint. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Tavares. Here's Garuba. To the wing on the left. Here's Musa. And the three off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by Tavares. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Musa. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. Outside Edwards. Jacks up a three. They get it back. Lucic. It's good from long range.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Here's Musa. Got a piece of it.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. And here comes the break. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Edwards drives in. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. Here's Deck. Going inside, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
1:30 left to play here in the first. Musa passes to Garuba. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Garuba's got 8 points. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. There's the screen beyond the arc. Garuba's shot is off. And here's the break. Back to Edwards. To the middle. Here's De Silva. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Substitution.
Here's Huey. Napier covering. Offline with his three. And the dunk by Booker.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Napier passes to Booker. Hezonja defending. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Good.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Hezonja defending. inside. 4 seconds left, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter, leading by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Clock at 6. Napier kicks to Booker. Connects from three-point range. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Giffey. And the dunk by Booker.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on them now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
With the drive, unloads, he trains the quick shot. Napier's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Azania. Here's Njai, defended by Booker. Hazonia on the wing. Front past the arc. The shot, no good. Right wing. There's a good screen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Njai. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Good on the three-point shot.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
It's Hazonia in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From outside the arc. And the three ball is good. He has 5.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Ibaka outside for the 3, knocks down the 3 ball. Ibaka's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Out to the wing, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Here's the screen. Hazonia defending. Giffey gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's Huey. Napier covering, and it's good for 2. Huey's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
On the wing, Booker. He tries for three. For three. That one, no good. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Here's Njai. A three-pointer, no good. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 6. And here's Booker from the arc. Again, the miss by Booker. Here's Njai. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And that concludes the first half. Up 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
$7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the home team. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kip.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's Garuba in at the 4 spot. Pass to De Silva. Drills it from outside. De Silva's got 5 points so far.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Musa with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Edwards drops them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Tavares. Here's Musa. Here's Campazzo. Clock at 4. Garuba's shot is off. From the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. He has 6.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Musa with the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's tipped. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. From deep. They get it again. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Deck. Here's Campazzo. Edwards defending. Here's Garuba. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
They set the pick. Here's Musa. Hands it from downtown. Musa's got 10 points in the game.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
This one for 3. De Silva with the bucket.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Takes the 3. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Off target with his three.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down.
And that one drops. Da Silva's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution. Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Rebound by Tavares.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Deck, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Oh, here's Edwards. To the paint. Here's Da Silva, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He hits both from the stripe. 1:12 left in the third. Here's Garuba. 8 points for him. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And the basket is good.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
There's the triple. Deck pulls it in. Here's Musa. He's got 12. Trains the three-pointer.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
Stolen away. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Campazzo. Offensive rebound. Here's Garuba. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? They're up by 6. And we'll be back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Hezonja's out there with Yui, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. Pass to Booker. Launches from deep. The rebound by Njai. Here's Yui. Over Booker. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Hezonja, and finish off by Hezonja.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Ibaka for 3, hits the 3-point bomb.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Hezonja. Here's Njai, defended by Booker. Ibaka with the ball. Takes a three. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. No one near him. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Njai. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Releases. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Lasagna cranes it from beyond the arc. Lasagna's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Count that one. To the inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Now here's Napier. T right on him. 1:52 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Huey. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Fires the 3. Kept alive to the wing right side. They set the pick. Tries again. Got a hand on it. Pass to Lasagna. This one for 3. Doesn't go for him.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And the dunk by Booker.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important. Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish. This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Shoots it. Ibaka, no luck. He's feeling it. Back to Napier. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Huey, the pass to Lasagna. Shoots. Rebound by Napier. Fires from way outside. No good on that one. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting.
What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They grab their own miss. Pass to Campazzo. Misses the three. And there's a pick to the right side. Here's Bellinelli. Fires in the triple.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And that's good as he hits both shots. From deep. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him how they'll approach the matchup against James Harden. Coach told me, well, James is at his best going to the rim and operating behind the three-point line, so we want to try and force him to work in that in-between area as best as we can. They'll be following the analytics with that defensive strategy, B.A.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Musa. From outside the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Fade away. The shot no good. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. The drive by Campazzo. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Here's Bellinelli. He has 6. From the arc. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Garuba passes to Deck. From behind the arc. Garuba, no good. Three-pointer. Offensive board to the left side wing. Stolen. In transition, here they come. Here's Campazzo. And the three-pointer goes. Campazzo's got 5.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And Bellinelli gets it to go. Bellinelli's got his 3rd bucket of the night. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Bellinelli's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Pass to Musa. Lets it go from deep and rejected. And he dunks it down.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Man, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And a miss there on the triple. 3 on 3. Takes the 3. Oh, and that miss makes him 0 for 4. Not a great start. The 3. It's hauled in by Bellinelli.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Deck, that's good.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
32 seconds left in the opening quarter. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Campazzo. He's got 5. Here's Garuba. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
He's missed everything he's taken in this quarter, and it's making it very difficult for them to come back.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Up in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking along. And we'll be back shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Knocks it down from distance. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Bellinelli. Right wing. Inja grabs the miss.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Hazonia. It's tipped. Here we go. Over to the left wing. Lets it go from deep. Inja grabs the miss. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
So it's the home team now. From deep three-point range. Banked it in off the glass.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Connects from downtown. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Back to Ibaka. The 3. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
That 3's off the mark. Here's Hazonia. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Morgan. No points yet. Pure from three-point range.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. He was all alone on that one. He's got 5.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. With some arc, and the layup is good.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
There's a screen. Oh, powered down with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. An easy 2 on the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Zizic. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Pass to Hazonia. Shot clock at 6. Here's Inja. Three-pointer. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Here's Kaycock. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Kaycock's gotten his first points in this one.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Ibaka's shot is off. Ibaka's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Morgan driving in. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Ibaka's got 6 points. Ibaka's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Fires from deep. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. There's a screen. Here's the 3. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct
You take a look at the visitors. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kent. What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole game, but hey.
Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point. Driving inside, that one goes in. 11 points in the game. And it's amazing, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
To the wing on the left, pass to Garuba. Let's go with a 3. The shot comes out.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
The 3 is up. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And Campazzo missing.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Deck, that's good.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Launches it. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Musa from the arc. Drills it from deep.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And there's the screen. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Campazzo off with the layup. And it's been tough going for their half-court offense.
Yeah, this defense is in their heads, anticipating their every move.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Musa, good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Jacks up a 3. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Pass to Bellinelli. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The 3 is up. They get it again. Here's Deck. It's stolen.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. From downtown, hits the trifecta. Bellinelli's got 12 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Musa. 9 points in the game. From outside, off the mark.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up. Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Nails it from 3. 12 points for him.
It took him a bit to get going, but he's really got that 3 working now.
To the paint. And Musa pulls it down. Garuba down low. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. No good there, off the double clutch.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Here's Campazzo. 5 points in the game. Pass to Musa. 17-foot shot on the way. That one no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Garuba. Deflected. And they're on the run.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. They're up by 6. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Ibaka for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And we played through about a minute here in the 4th.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage. I mean, come on, jack that one in the face of some strong defense. You got to think twice about that next time.
Over to the wing. Here's Morgan. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
And here's Ibaka. Fires for three. Pass to Azonia. The three ball. Morgan with the rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
From deep, he drops it from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Inja. For three. Buries it from three.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Here's Morgan. There's the triple. Second shot opportunity. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. Takes a three. On target from range.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
1:49 left in the fourth. They swipe it. Here's Azonia. No good from outside. Three-pointer off the mark. It's a one-on-one situation, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Out to the right wing. Puts up a three. That shot missing.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
58 seconds left in the game. From behind the arc. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Lets it fly. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Knocks down the triple.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
3-on-3. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready.
This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to De Silva. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Outside, Bellinelli. No good. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. And I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Thank you, David. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Bellinelli's got his second basket of the night.
They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Shot on the wing, and he hits the jump shot.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Bellinelli with the 3 in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Out to a hot start, 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Edwards inside, and the layup's good off the glass.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
That makes him 4 out of 5. He's getting to his spots and just going to work right now.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hits it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
It's Edwards on the wing. Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And they're pushing it up. And here they come. Trains the wing trade.
Number 13.
Shengelia dishes to Bellinelli. From the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Get there, get there.
Bellinelli is covering. They set the pick. Pass to De Silva. And the 3 off target. 1:32 left in the first quarter. Such a wide open look.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Outside Edwards. Shoots the 3. Bellinelli pulls it in.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
From deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
3 points.
Bellinelli's got 18 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
It's stolen by Bellinelli. Takes the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Bellinelli's got 21 in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
The three. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. They're up by 11. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
We've got Zizic, and it's Kaycock into the four-man position. There's the pick. Booker inside, and the dunk by Booker.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Morgan. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Courtney, the pass to Kaycock. Plenty of space. Courtney can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Pulls it up. The rebound by Morgan.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Morgan's got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
From downtown, Kaycock pulls it in.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Morgan. That 3 off the mark. Drills it from outside. He has 6.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Here's Napier. He has yet to score. Booker outside. There's a good screen. Swiped away. Here's the break. Lets the 3 fly. Over to the wing. Latrey. That one's in. His first shot this game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
From deep. That shot, no good. Pass to Courtney. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Courtney's got his second bucket of the night.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Back to Napier. Can they get it? That one misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Kaycock. Drops in the layup for 2. Kaycock's got his first basket of the night.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Shot's good by Booker.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
It'll be a turnover. Substitution on the court.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. A three-pointer off the mark.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Bellinelli for three. It could go. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
Tip-off is 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
There's plenty on the line in this game. This establishes the pecking.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the visiting team. And that about wraps it up. And as the third.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And he dumps it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And the three ball is good.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Wasted no time on that one. He's got 9.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Goes back up. He can't hit that time. Bellinelli is covering. Back to Edwards. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Kleiber trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 5. Misses the 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
It's Edwards on the wing. They set the pick. Takes a 3. No good on the shot. Edwards gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Now here's Bellinelli. Not a lot of room. Pulls from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Edwards.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Buries the long-range jumper. Edwards got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Kleiber. And nothing is falling for him right now. Knocks it loose. Pass to Edwards. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Edwards got 10 points.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Here's Hackett. Connects from three-point range.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Edwards looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Shengelia. One-on-one here. Clyburn. The three-pointer, no good. The three. De Silva, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Clyburn trains it from beyond the arc. He has 7.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
1:07 left to play in the third.
Home team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
They set the pick. Here's Hackett. Here's Shengelia. And he slams it one-handed.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Bellinelli is covering. Three-pointer. No good that time. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Shengelia. Sinks the three-pointer. Sengelia's got 7 points.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
That one doesn't go.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
From past the arc. Trains the three-pointer.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 16. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Morgan. His three-pointer's off the mark. You got Courtney, and it's Zizic in at the 5 spot. He takes it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Courtney. Off target from outside.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Giffey offline with his 3. Launches it. Sinks the triple.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by Morgan. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. From outside, off the mark. Courtney's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Here he goes. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Launches a 3. No good on that one.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Inside, here's Napier. Basket good. Napier's got his first bucket of the night.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Here's the screen. Here's Courtney. And it's off from three-point range. Courtney's gone just 25% from the arc, 2 of 8. Here's Booker. No good with the layup.
Home team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pulls up. A nice shot by Morgan.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Puts up a 3. The shot misses. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Over to the left wing. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
A 3-ball. That one's not going to go. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take the lead? To see.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
Well, another tin-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember. The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
And the question, Kevin, is do they have the time to do it and the patience? You'd have to say it's a long shot.
It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that 3 of their own. And this gets the crowd energized.
We're going the other way.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Stolen. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 13 feet away. The shot off that time.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Courtney. Yes!
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
No good from 3-point territory. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with the...
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the 1 spot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Edwards. They get the rebound. De Silva. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
There's the three. Gets the 3 ball to go.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Out to the wing. Here's Musa. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Fires the three. Garuba with a rebound. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Screen by Deck. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garuba, no good. And here's the fast break from outside the arc. And Musa pulls it down. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Deck, guarded by Edwards. Fires the three. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Out left to the wing. This one for three. Fires in the triple. And that'll tie this game up.
Edwards.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Garuba. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. That gives him the lead. He's got 6. Pass to Musa. Here's Campazzo, guarded by Edwards. Here's Garuba. He's got 5. Here's Musa, just 4 to shoot. From deep. Silva with a rebound. 1:02 left to play in the first. Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. Here's the Silva. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Musa. No good on the three. On the break. 4-3. Deck with a rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Musa, good.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
And here's Edwards. To the wing, right side. Offline with a three. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They're up by 1. And the second quarter is... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here's Inja. Up and in on the layup.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Fires top of the key, and that one's good. Here's Hezonja. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And he gets the bucket.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
He's guarded by Napier. And the layup is good off the glass. 5 points in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
It's rebounded by Ibaka. Launches a 3. Drains the triple.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Pass to Booker. He takes it in.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmered to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
From outside the arc, knocks down the long J.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Ibaka for 3, counted from distance. Ibaka's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul. First team foul.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
A tight game here in Utah. It's deflected, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The shot by Hezonja, no good. Outside Napier. Out to the right wing. That one's good. This game is all even. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Booker for 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka. And he drives in. Uses the glass on the layup.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Njai. No good with a layup. Outside Napier. Pass to Booker. Beyond the arc. Unable to get that one. Fires for 3. That shot is off. To the left side wing. Off target from outside. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They lead by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
Finally, we're giving props to a big. Enough of these little dudes winning MVPs and awards. Basketball is for my guys.
And guys, let's see now about that closely contested first half for the visiting team. Thanks for tuning in.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Here's Edwards. The three is up. He buries it from three. Edwards has got 6 points.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the one. Here's Musa. There's a screen from Garuba. From downtown. Musa, no good. Outside Edwards. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
They set a pick. No good there. Over to the left wing. Here's Deck. Back to Garuba. The three ball hits the three-pointer. Garuba's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Deck with a rebound.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Here's Campazzo, guarded by Edwards. The drive by Campazzo. Pass to Musa. Fires the three. That one is off. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's De Silva. The three is up. No good on the shot. And they're on the break. Here's Garuba. Here's Deck. Here's Garuba. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Musa. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Drops in the three. He's got 10.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Now here's Edwards. To stop the run. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's the floater. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Musa. From behind the arc. And Edwards good for 3. Edwards has got 9.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Here's Musa. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Picked it. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Edwards, no good. It's picked off. Pass to De Silva. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Here's the three. Sinks it from distance. De Silva's got his second basket of the game.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Campazzo, the pass to Deck. Here's Musa. For three. Doesn't go for him. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's the pick. Here he goes. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Njai. Off target from three-point range. Njai's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Right wing. Five on the clock. To take the lead. Pure from three-point range.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Count that one. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Here's Napier. And it's good for 2. Here's Hezonja. Got a piece of it. They get it back. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
They set the pick. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And it's flushed down, a nice jam.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Bologna. Launches it. And he can't get that one. Outside Napier. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Pass to Inja.
Yes! And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Let's go with a three. Offensive rebound. Money. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one.
Good job finding the clean look behind the arc.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
He's guarded by Napier. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Down low. Here's Booker. Oh, he can't jam it home.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up